Hello everybody, welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're going to walk the road to dawn as Riku from Kingdom Hearts. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using point buy will make Charisma 15. Riku is the coolest character in the series, bite me and fight me. Next we'll make Dexterity and Constitution 13 for dodging and durability. After that we'll make Strength 12 for some hops and leave Intelligence and Wisdom at 10. For race we'll go with Variant Human, putting our increases into Dexterity and Constitution. We'll also take the Gift of the Metallic Dragon feat, bumping Charisma. This will give us Cure Wounds, saving us from finding a different method of getting it, and a protective barrier. We'll also take Acrobatics and speak Common and Deep Speech. He was hanging with the Heartless before the Dream Eaters. We'll take the Sailor background since he spent his childhood going back and forth from an island. We'll get Ship's Passage, Athletics and Perception, Navigator's Tools, and Water Vehicles. Here's an idea: use this build in a Spelljammer campaign and call the Spelljammers Gummy Ships. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a Hexblade Warlock. I swear they won't all be Warlocks, just most of them. We'll get Wisdom and Charisma saving throws, pick our Con and Deception, and be proficient with all weapons, light and medium armor, and shields. At level 1 we'll get Hex Warrior and Hexblade's Curse and start with 2 cantrips. We'll take Poison Spray for poison and Sword Burst for counter aura. We'll get 2 spells, taking Shield for Dark Barrier and Protection from Evil and Good. We're now immediately going to multiclass the Shadow Sorcerer, getting Eyes of the Dark and Strength of the Grave for second chance. We'll start with 4 cantrips, taking Firebolt, Frostbite, and Shocking Grasp for the elemental spell trio. We'll also take Prestidigitation for effects. We'll start with 2 spells, taking Jump for hops and Sleep. At level 2 we'll get Font of Magic and take Featherfall because what is fall damage? At level 3 we'll get Meta Magic, taking Quicken Spell and Distance Spell. Use this with Shocking Grasp and Cure Wounds for ranged Thunder and Cure. We'll also take Blindness, Deafness for Blackout and get Darkness for free. Back to Warlock. At level 2 we'll get our Invocations, taking Armor of Shadows. The second one won't matter. We'll also draw a blank for a spell here. At level 3 we'll get our Pact Boon, taking Pact of the Blade and Improved Pact Weapon. We'll also take Held Person for Stop and swap our blank for Invisibility for Vanish. We have room for more elemental spells, but I want to differentiate Riku more from Sora. At level 4 we'll take the Tough Feat and take Friends to fill the slot. We'll also take Shadow Blade for Strike Raid. At level 5 we'll take Thirsting Blade and Spirit Shroud for Blade Charge. At level 6 we'll get a Cursed Spectre to summon a Dream Eater and take Blink for Ghost Drive. Back to Sorcerer. At level 4 we'll raise our Charisma and take True Strike to fill the slot. We'll also take Levitate for Zero Gravity. At level 5 we'll get Magical Guidance and take Lightning Bolt for Thundaga. At level 6 we'll get Hound of Ill Omen for a second Dream Eater and take Melf's Minute Meteors for Meteor. At level 7 we'll take Enemies Abound for Confused, and at level 8 we'll cap our Charisma and take Fly to Fly. At level 9 we'll get Hold Monster for a stronger stop, and at level 10 we'll get another Meta Magic, taking Empowered Spell. We'll also take Blade Ward to fill a slot and draw a blank. At level 11 we'll swap that blank for Circle of Death for Dark Faraga. Sure, I could have just taken Fireball, but this is Riku's signature move. I want it to be big. We'll also take Tasha's Otherworldly Guise for Rising Wing. That's all 3 dual styles in case you were counting. At level 12 we'll raise our Dexterity, and at level 13 we'll get Plane Shift to use the Dark Corridors. Lastly, at level 14 we'll get Shadow Walk, and now that we're level 20 we finally have our modifiers. For inventory we'll take a Longsword and call it the Way to Dawn. And no, I will not acknowledge the fucking car key. Whoever designed that should be shot. Riku did not need a new Keyblade. Our AC of Thermal Shadows is 16, our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 169 with 68 and 14d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we're incredibly well rounded with lots of damage, status effects, personal buffs, healing, and even tanking. We also come with a couple of buddies with a Cursed Spectre and Hound of Ill Omen. We also don't have any negative modifiers, and the fact that our melee and spellcasting share the same score is just a bonus. Our dual styles also give us options for how we engage in combat. We can go fully offensive with Blade Charge, take to the air with Rising Wing, or use Ghost Drive and just not be hittable for half the fight. And actually, Blur does not require concentration, so we can use 2 of these at once. For weaknesses, we sacrifice a lot of potential damage options in order to diversify. Jack of all trades, master of none, and all that. Multiclassing also means that both of our Dream Eaters aren't as strong as they could be. Other than that, this is a ridiculously solid build. Keyblade wielders are no joke. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos, a chance to vote for future characters, and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make Juri Han from Street Fighter. May your heart be your guiding key.